From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19! No, Jack, Patriot! Leopard!
To throw on second down. Willis got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Willis. And Eifert has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. Shifts by him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Detroit!
On second down, here's Mixon. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Willis. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Willis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Anthony Hitchens. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the carry, it's Logan, and he's got room. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now back to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Right side complete to Butler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by Butler. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Third. Catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. No, check, Patriot.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Crosby puts it through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple Yards up to the 27-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back to throw. Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake. Willis. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On the ground with a tight end. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it here with Logan. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. This is Logan. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Willis. To the left side here for Eifert.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll give it to Mixon. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
No, check. Patriot. Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Willis firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Willis. Throw left side complete. It's Wells. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Willis. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And Bullock will put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Cardinals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Willis over the middle. That's caught by Ross. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Willis over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st and 10, Willis. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And some room to roam now. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely. Because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Back to throw here. That's complete to Butler. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 319. 319.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size.